Hi everyone. Welcome to the Elevate Mindset. Hope you are well. Take care of yourself. Subscribe and like for motivational video. You wake up every day feeling like something is missing. You're breathing, but you're not living. You're moving, but you're not progressing. And deep down, you can feel it. The version of you that you were meant to be is still waiting, trapped behind excuses, fear, and hesitation. This is a moment where honesty becomes a first step toward change. You've spent too long repeating the same days, hoping life magically improves. But nothing changes until you do. Growth doesn't arrive like a miracle. It arrives when you start behaving like the person you want to become. And the hardest part of becoming your best self is admitting you're not there yet. There's a life you've imagined, a future that feels almost close enough to touch, but you'll never reach it by staying the same. That tension you feel inside you, that's your potential begging you to move, begging you to evolve, begging you to step into the life waiting for you on the other side of effort. Comfort feels harmless, but it's the greatest enemy of growth. It convinces you that you have time, that you can start later, that your dreams can wait. But every day you choose comfort is another day you drift further from the life you want. Comfort slowly kills ambition without making a sound. You aren't built to stay the same. You were built to rise, to learn, to stretch, to evolve. But comfort holds you in place with invisible chains. It makes you settle for routines that drain your potential. And it keeps you loyal to a version of yourself that was never meant to be permanent. If you want to be the best version of yourself, you must walk away from the habits that keep you small. You must give up the excuses, the distractions, the stories you tell yourself to feel safe. Comfort won't change you. Discomfort will. And sometimes, the only way to grow is to let the comfort zone die. The hardest part of change isn't the effort, it's starting. The first step is the heaviest because it forces you to confront every fear you've been avoiding. But breakthroughs don't happen in comfort. They happen in motion. You don't need perfection. You need momentum. You might think you're not ready, but readiness isn't a feeling. It's a decision. Nobody begins as the best version of themselves. They build it day after day, through small choices that stack into transformation. Your first step might feel shaky, slow, uncertain, but it's still movement. And movement is the beginning of change. Once you step forward, even slightly, something shifts inside you. The future stops feeling like a dream and starts feeling like a direction. And the more you move, the more you become. Starting is scary, but staying the same is far scarier. The best version of you begins with step one. Your old habits are the chains holding you back. Your old thinking is a weight slowing you down. Your old patterns are the reason you keep ending up exactly where you don't want to be. You can't build a new life with the same mindset that built your struggles. Something must change, and that something is you. Transformation requires honesty. It requires looking at your routine, your behavior, your excuses, and saying, "This is no longer who I want to be." You must outgrow the version of yourself that settles, procrastinates, and avoids. You must become someone stronger, someone sharper, someone disciplined. Your old self won't save you. It will sabotage you. It will hold on to every excuse, every comfort, every limitation. To become your best self, you must choose evolution over familiarity. You must decide to break who you've been, to become who you're meant to be. Growth often begins in silence. People won't understand why you're changing. They won't understand why you're distancing yourself, why you're saying no, why you're suddenly focused. But you don't grow by staying where you're comfortable. You grow by stepping into places that challenge you. There will be nights where you feel alone, where you question the journey, where the old life calls you back because it's familiar. But remember, the old life only feels comfortable because it's what you've known, not because it's what you deserve. Real growth often requires walking alone until you find the people who match your new direction. The loneliness doesn't mean you're on the wrong path. It means you're shedding a version of you that no longer fits. The best version of yourself often emerges in the quiet seasons, where you choose discipline over distraction and progress over approval. Your success won't come from motivation. It will come from discipline, from the choices you make daily, from the habits you build when no one is watching. The best version of you isn't something you discover. It's something you design through consistency and commitment. Dreaming is easy. Acting daily is rare. But the people who transform their lives aren't the ones who work hard once. They're the ones who work hard always. They don't wait to feel like it. They show up whether it hurts, whether they are tired, whether life feels heavy. And that consistency is what separates winners from wishers. Your habits are writing your future in real time. Every choice you make is a brick in the foundation of who you become. If you want a different life, build different habits. If you want a better future, act like the person who deserves it. Your excuses will always sound reasonable. They'll always try to protect you from discomfort. They'll always whisper that tomorrow is a better day to start. But excuses don't care about your future. They care about your comfort. And comfort is the enemy of evolution. You must stop giving your excuses power. Stop letting them decide your direction. Stop letting them control your outcomes. Every time you choose discipline over excuses, you become stronger. Every time you choose effort over avoidance, you build resilience. Your excuses will keep you average. Your effort will make you exceptional. You don't need to feel motivated. You need to feel responsible. You owe it to yourself to show up, even when it's hard. The universe tests you right before the breakthrough. Things feel heavier, days feel longer, progress feels slower. Not because you're failing, but because you're evolving. The pressure increases the closer you get to the next level. Most people quit not because they are weak, but because they don't realize how close they are. The best version of you is on the other side of this difficulty. The pain you're facing now is the price of becoming stronger. The resistance you feel is shaping you, sharpening you, preparing you. Don't walk away just because it's hard. Hard is the doorway to transformation. If it's getting tougher, that means you're getting closer. Keep going. Push. Endure. You're almost there. Your future self is begging you not to quit. Your past is not your identity. Your mistakes are not your destiny. Every day is a chance to choose differently, to act differently, to build differently. You hold the power to rewrite your life at any moment. You just have to decide that the old story no longer defines you. You don't need permission to evolve. You don't need validation. You don't need applause. You need courage, the courage to face yourself, to admit where you went wrong, and to rise stronger than before. The best version of you is forged in responsibility and rebuilt with intention. Your future is unwritten. Your potential is untouched. And your story is waiting for you to pick up the pen. Be the author of your transformation, not the victim of your past. This is where everything shifts. Not tomorrow, not someday. Now, if you want to change your life, change yourself. If you want to become your best version, start acting like it. Every moment is an opportunity to evolve into someone stronger, wiser, and more disciplined. You have survived too much to stay the same. You have dreams too big to keep living small. The best version of you is waiting, but it won't appear until you commit to the work, until you choose growth over comfort, until you decide that nothing changes unless you do. If you don't change, nothing will. But if you do, everything will. Your new life begins the moment you take responsibility for it. And that moment is right now.